Well, so I have my audience here. Liz Smart confesses, I am now blind, partially deaf, and can smell. Liz is a teenager that got into a car accident due to texting while driving. She told ABC 15 Arizona and Phoenix, April 11, 2019, that now she has a prosthetic eye. She made one mistake that changed her life forever. Liz Mark uses her story to urge drivers not to text and drive at the same time. She uses her experience to educate others about the devastating consequences. Despite the dangers of texting while driving, the National Highway Safety Administration, NHTSA, reported that in the AAA-FS 2021 survey, 34% of the respondents admitted to reading a text or an email while driving. 23% had manually typed or sent an email during the last 30 days, and 12% of the respondents reported reading an email or text at least sometimes. Although these numbers could be understated, since not all drivers admit to texting while driving. First, we'll look at the texting while driving problem, what's causing it, and finally the solutions we can engage in. First, let's look at the problem. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA, April 2024, states that in 2022, there were 39,221 fatal car crashes. Of these, 3,308 fatalities and almost 290,000 injuries involved a distracted driver. In 2022, 400 people died in crashes that involved cell phone-related activities. Additionally, the NHTSA texting is the most alarming distraction. They explain that sending or reading a text takes your eyes off the road for 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving the length of an entire football field with your eyes closed. As previously mentioned, texting while driving will have devastating consequences. Charles Maurer and his 10-year-old daughter never returned home from a trip to the library. While driving back home, they were slammed and killed by a distracted teenager who ran a red light while texting and driving. Minnesota State Patrol Tiffany Schreigart told CBS News October 20, 2015, what a senseless behavior that caused all of this trauma to this family. Using a phone while operating a motor vehicle, 3,000 pounds of mass through an intersection, tearing this family apart. In this story, 2 families were destroyed, the family of Charles Maurer and that of a teenager who made the poor decision to text while driving. Now, let's look at what's causing the problem. Drivers acknowledge the risky behavior of texting while driving, but continue to participate in this reckless action. Why is this? The Current Psychology March 2016 states that one's level of attachment to one's cell phone predicts the frequency of use while driving, outweighing the possible negative consequences this can incur. Therefore, it is implied that a driver will use their cell phone due to addiction and behavior. The Post 1 April 2021 states that drivers tend to respond to text messages based on who the sender is. This source reports that the study findings reveal that participants believe that the risk of using a cell phone while driving is larger when it comes to other drivers engaging in this behavior and evaluated their own ability to drive as safe, assuming they can maneuver both tasks without any issues. Now, let's move on to the solutions we can engage in. One action is to practice responsible mobile use by being mindful. As described in the Professional Medical Journey, May 12, 2024, this entails overcoming our phone addiction and when to use our cell phone and regain control over our phone usage and refrain from using our phones during inappropriate situations like driving. Be mindful and use advanced technologies like the Do Not Disturb or driving automated text messages responses. These are available under settings on most phones. In the iPhones, this can also be accessed from the Home app. We can click on the focus icon, which is the half moon. And in my case, you'll see a list of options that you can choose from. And I would choose the Not Disturb. Moreover, I'm asking you all to be honest and thoughtful about being able to safely drive while texting. Studies show that texting while driving is a major dangerous form of distracted driving, since it entails 3 types of distraction: visual, manual, and cognitive, as stated as on +1 March 7, 2019. Statistics and research confirm all drivers are prone to car accidents, regardless of the skills someone believes they might have, especially those who risk their lives for answering a text message. Be conscious of the consequences of being distracted over a text and stop being part of the statistics group that causes accidents and fatalities due to a texting distraction. Now that we looked at the problem, causes, and solutions of texting while driving, I urge all you to not text while driving. Think about Liz's Smart story and how texting while driving left her blind, partially deaf, and unable to smell. Don't be like that teenage driver that destroyed a family by killing a father and daughter that were never able to return home. That text can wait.